On June 28, 2015, we lost our loved one Afrineka Bernstein to domestic violence. It devastated our family. We love and miss her so much. Love is not supposed to hurt.
Make it rain. It's the country rain show. Yeah. Get the facts, that's where it's at.
Today, I've been honored and privileged to speak to the family of Afrineka Bernstein, an 18-year-old beautiful female that was shot senselessly by her boyfriend after telling him, "I'm leaving." We want to make sure that you get the information needed to help someone in this situation. So are you guys ready for the interview? This is going to be a touching one. So I want you to stay tuned to the show, the entire show, because at the end, we will give you information that you could possibly use to help save someone's life or maybe even your own. So today, I'd like to introduce you to Pauletta Hickerson and Afrineka's mom, Tinika Cosby. Thank you for coming on the Catrice Rain Show to talk about something that's really near and dear to us and, of course, absolutely to you as well. So on June 28th, I understand that your daughter was killed by her boyfriend after telling him, "I'm leaving."
Correct.
Okay. And she was 18 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
So explain to us what are the specifics of the case?
Well, right now we're going back and forth to court. I can't really go into details about the case because it is an ongoing investigation. So, I mean, they're not disclosing much to me.
Okay. So can you just give the listeners and the viewers on Facebook an insight to your daughter's life? Tell us about Afrineka. Who was she?
Well, she was a loving, she was a loving daughter. You know, she was really helpful. She was, I don't know, she was, this is hard.
I understand this is the first time that you guys have actually been on site. We are standing in front of the Liberty Avenue apartments where Afrineka was actually shot here, correct?
Correct.
So this is Afrineka's great aunt, and you were very instrumental in the case after this happened, correct?
Yes, I just want to say that Afrineka was a very intelligent, loving young lady. She had dreams and aspirations. She wanted to be a model, and she was going back to school. She was doing things with her life, and for her to get caught up in this situation is very detrimental to us because Afrineka has people who really loved her. We love her so much.
Right. So just in touching on some of the case, if not giving up too much information. So the night that this happened on June 28th, she was actually trying to separate from her boyfriend. And his name was?
His name is Adam Parker.
So Adam Parker is the accused killer. And so she was actually trying to leave and go live with family, correct?
Well, that night she was talking to another niece of mine, stating that they was going to go to Texas, and they was going to go to Texas. He was going to do something. She was going to go live with him. But Afrineka was trying to get out the situation. She wasn't just like, trying to stay in it.
Okay.
But
okay. So if you can give us information, were there any signs that Afrineka was in an abusive relationship?
There were no signs. I was surprised myself that she was going to domestic, that she was going through, through police reports, through some of her close friends. I didn't find out that she was being abused until after the fact. Although it was going on in his mom's house, when I couldn't contact Adam or Afrineka, then I would call the mother's house phone and she would give me the phone. She didn't even say that it was going on even in her house. Like, she didn't try to reach out to me, to the police, or None of that.
So let me ask. So initially, the family of Adam was trying to say that it was a suicide, and that he had not actually shot her actually in the head. Correct?
Yes, correct. They were trying to say it was a suicide, but it come to find out that he shot her 3 times in the head.
So.
And then we're trying to say it was self-defense, but we found out he shot 3 times in the head. But I do want to say that he has abused her before. He had put her in the hospital before. Okay. You know, and so we was my sister and I believe her. They was trying to get her from over there, but you know how it is with teenagers. Sometimes when you in love, right. And that's why we want to try to do this Afrineka story to say that love is not supposed to hurt. You know, when you feel that you're being abused or mistreated and you get punched one time, that's the indication to leave.
So when she ended up in the hospital the first time, what were the injuries?
I don't know what the injuries are. I'm still trying to get information on that incident from the lawyer because we have it on a police body cam supposedly of the incident, but I had no knowledge. Like I said, I had no knowledge she was being abused. You know, when they came around, he came with respect. You know, he
never showed signs that he was violent.
He always act like a good guy. You know, they came, you know, they even stayed nights in my house before. So I'm shocked. I'm still in shock.
So let me ask, how old was Adam?
At the time of the incident, I believe he was 22.
22. So
he just made 23 the day after.
So now, is he currently in jail pending this case?
He is. He is in jail on a 187 and a few other charges.
Okay, so we are actually standing in front of his home where his family currently lives. Now, have they tried to reach out to you to try and help solve this case?
Well, his mother, she reaches out to me every now and then and, you know, asks, you know, how I'm doing. And me, I'm trying to be civil and I do listen. You know, she asks how I'm doing and the kids and stuff like that. But, you know, I can't feel the remorse really.
Well, let me see.
I can't feel that she's sorry for her son killing my daughter alive and healthy, and my daughter is dead.
So, understood your anger and your pain. Is there anything that Adam has tried to say to you since he's been put in jail?
Well, I know before he was taken into custody 9 days earlier, when we came over here to the scene, while my daughter's deceased body was still here, he was trying to reach out to me, but my phone was dead. He had sent a message, but the message didn't go all the way through, saying he wanted to explain what happened. But after that, it was nothing. He had blocked the Facebook page that he had created for them, and he shut down her pages that she had for herself, and that was just the end of that. I haven't heard anything from him.
Now, let me ask, with this happening a year ago, has the police or social media or the news brought this case to light? I personally am in media, and I never heard about this story until Pauletta told us about it. So tell us a little bit about that, and what are your feelings about that?
Well, I have definitely been trying to get into the media. I've contacted Cron. I've contacted Frank Somerville, 7 on Us. I've contacted all of these stations. I've emailed them. Even just a few months ago, I've contacted Frank Somerville, but I went on his page instead of emailing him. And he did hit me back and was like, he didn't hear about the story. And they don't get to every story. But what's so upsetting about it, and I don't mean to bring it up, but there was people who was murdered after my daughter. And their case was in the media. You know, they were looking for the killer, and they were going into details about the case and the accused killer, but they didn't put my daughter in the media. And, you know, I just feel like something is being hidden.
Okay. Well, I just want to make a few stats, give a few stats to our viewers. So, and forgive me if I lose eye contact with you, Facebook, but I want to make sure that I get all the facts correct so that you know. 38 million women experience physical violence at some point in their relationship, and 40% of those women are disabled women. We never think about the kids. We never would think that a child would be in a domestic violence relationship. 53% of Americans know someone in an abusive relationship, and that's why we are bringing you this interview today, so that we can bring awareness to not only youth domestic violence, but domestic violence all around. Did you know that every 15 seconds in the U.S. someone is abused? And for me, being an African American woman, did you know that 35% of African American women will experience domestic violence greater than a white woman? Sad facts, but very true facts, and we need to make sure that the community knows about this. All right, so just getting back into Afrineka, what are some of the things that you would like the Bay Area to know about Afrineka?
Like I said before, I would like the Bay Area to know that Afrineka was a very respectful, loving young lady. She loved her mother, her granny. She loved her nieces and nephews. She loved everybody. She was so sweet and soft-spoken. And she really loved that. I'm going to say that she really loved that man. She loved the ground that man walked on. And she wasn't saying too much about what he was doing, but we were seeing some of the things that was going on, but she loved him so much she was being silent about what was really taking place in this apartment right here.
So none of her friends her age said anything about the situation.
Her death, not until after. A couple of them did know. One knew that he pulled a gun on her. She told me that she tried to get her to leave, and she said she had even bought my daughter a BART ticket to leave. And she wouldn't leave.
Wow.
So, another one of her friends said that, he was fighting her. We had to cut her hair one time because it was pulled out. But she said she had a fight with the ex-girlfriend. So she was like protecting him. Like she was lying for him. Something that teenagers and grown women do. Women in their 40s and 50s, they lie and protect and pretend like this bad guy who they're loving so much, they want the change and want that love so bad, it's going to change.
So let me, and I don't mean to cut you off, but it's very important. Some of the things that you just said, we need to hit on the head, the nail on the head. You said that the friends did not speak up until after she was killed. So Facebook, if this isn't the biggest clue or the hint, please, if your family member is in a situation of domestic violence, reach out to the friends, reach out to the family that knows something, maybe in their age group, speak to them, help them get out. Buy them a BART ticket. Get them a ride. When someone calls you, go find them. Get them out of the situation. Just a few more facts that I want you to know about. So, between the years of 2001 and 2012, 6,488 soldiers were killed in Afghanistan. Why do I know this? It's on the internet. During that same time frame, 11,766 women were killed in a domestic violence case. These are horrible stats. We got to do something to change this. Again, if you know someone that is in a situation of domestic violence, please reach out to them and get them help. It is not okay to be abused at all. So before we wrap up this interview and give our viewers some links that could possibly help, what else would you like the public, Facebook, media, the news team to know about Afrineka and this case?
Okay, I want to say this. My sister, which is her grandmother, had did go over there a couple of times trying to go get her and things like that. So she was trying to be pulled out of the situation. But you know how young people are. You really can't tell them nothing. So I want this to be awareness of young people You need to listen to your parents and people who have authority over you. When they see you in a bad situation, they're trying to pull you out of it. They're trying to save you. They're trying to keep you, but trying to keep you from getting killed. Because my sister did say one time to Afrineka that, you know, if you don't get out, he's going to kill you. And she was like, Granny,
she didn't believe it.
Yeah, Granny, he's not going to kill me. He love me, Granny. But you know what? We as adults, we see things that these young people do not see. If the man hits you once, he going to hit you again. When he hits you, that's the time to get out. That's why we want to tell Afrineka Bernstein's story. If this story can help somebody, this is why we're doing it.
Right. Well, I want to thank all of you, the whole entire family, for coming out to support your loved one. And the kids, they are our future, and we need to make sure that they're safe. And again, if there's anything that you can do to get someone out of a situation, please reach out to the Catrice Range Show. We have resources that will absolutely help someone in this situation. I want to give you a few links that can help families dealing with this crisis. In addition, support for families that are going through this. So the first one is the Alameda County Family Justice Service. The website is www.acfjc.org. Next one is the Domestic Violence Shelter Service at www.asafepLacedvs.org. Again, that's ASAFEPLACDVS.org. Finally, two more, Women Inc. at www.womeninc.org. And then, of course, Next Door. You may have just recently heard them on the news. They were vandalized recently, and actually after going through their 45th anniversary of helping women and children in domestic violence cases. And their website is www.nextdoor.org. And I'm going to give you their phone number because they have been in existence helping women actively for the last 45 years. That phone number is 408-279-2962. Again, please remember, you got to get your family members out. Get them help. Again, I want to thank Pauletta and Tinika for allowing us to step into your family members' world. Anything else that we need to let the Bay Area know?
Get out before it's too late. And you're in a domestic violence situation, get out before it's too late. It's too late for Afrineka, but right now I hope that you're paying attention to this episode. It is very much needed. Get out before it's too late.
And if you have any information to this case, please get to the San Leandro Police Department for information.
Or if you was even abused by Adam Parker,
please come forward.
Please come forward, because it can really help in my daughter's case and every other female case who wants to come forward and let the world know, or a brother or cousin or best friend know that, hey, I'm being abused. I need help. I'm scared. He said he's going to kill me. He said he's going to kill you if I tell.
So again, if you are a female that has dealt with Adam Parker, please, for respect for the family, please contact the San Leandro Police Department, or you can even hit me up on the Catrice Range Show page on Facebook. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into this episode. I want to thank everybody for all the support to the family and to the show. If you have a situation that you would like addressed on the Catrice Range Show, please reach out to Make It Rain or Ubiquitous Entertainment. We'd be happy to bring your story to light. Again, thank you for tuning in, and we are out.
Nobody's too small or too big. We all matter. She keeps it real. She's got the story, not the but the truth, but the truth. So tune in. She'll bring it to you.